What's up, Hammer Maniacs? So listen, we're planning for the worst, hoping for the best around here. And I just wanted to remind my healthcare worker friends that right now it doesn't matter what you're trained for or where you're working at. If they need you, they need you. I work at a veterans hospital, and I think about all the veterans that I've talked to, especially the Vietnam veterans, and actually the ones that went to Iraq, who I say, what was your MOS? What were you trained for? And it could have been anything. I was trained to be in communications. I was trained to be admin. I was trained to fill in the blank. But when I got in country, they needed me to be a truck driver. They needed me to join an infantry line unit. They've been trained. As healthcare workers, we've been trained too. And we're starting to plan for the worst, hoping for the best. If it really gets bad around here, they're talking about augmenting ICUs and ERs and or EDs, if you will, the med surge wards, things like that. A lot of us don't work in that world anymore. We work other places. But I always think back, one of my favorite scenes in the movie Fury is when Shia LaBeouf, who's playing a character that they call Bible, they're having to make a big decision about what they're about to do, and it's a scary decision. And he remembers a Bible verse, and for you religious folks out there, I'm sorry I don't remember what the verse is, but he says, and I said to the Lord, or the Lord said, who shall I send? And I said to the Lord, here am I, send me. So have courage in your heart, have courage in your mind. You've been trained to do most of the things that they do, all the things in med surge, most things they do in the emergency department and the ICU, and at the very least you can be a helping hand. You can take vital signs, stat IVs, you can transport patients around, you can help them clean them up, you can help them feed, you can do whatever. So I guess what I would say is, if you're asked to step up, and this is hard for all of us, right? I have routines. I don't want to go to 12-hour shifts or work in an emergency department or an ICU. But right now it's different times, right? And just like those guys in the military who trained for something different and were doing a different job and got pulled into being truck drivers or infantry or whatever they got pulled into, and just ask that you think about it. If you need to, pray about it, but don't have a heart filled with fear, okay? Think about the nurses that are already working in acute care, in ICUs, in emergency departments, in med surge, and they're battling this all day, every day, and all they're looking for is somebody to help, a helping hand. So, I've been in the military the majority of my life. I'm 49 now. I joined when I was 18. I was out for a while and I've been back in. They expect you to kind of roll with it and adapt. And in our civilian lives, we can do the same thing. So don't have a heart filled with fear. Have courage. Think about it. Pray about it. Talk to your family. And if you can help, if your facility or your community needs you to help, man, I hope you'll stand and say, here am I, send me. Be bold. Now's the time to live and to help those, if they need it, who are having trouble. Both our fellow nurses and our fellow citizens who we may be seeing as patients. So have courage, stand up, get something done, Hammer Maniacs. Don't let fear, everything you've ever dreamed of is on the other side of fear. Everything you've ever dreamed of. Gary, what's his face, or there's a lot of motivational speakers that say that, and it's true in life. Everything you've ever dreamed of is on the other side of fear. So don't let fear take an important moment away from you. and take away that help that those nurses and patients desperately need. So be strong. Remember, heart, it's here. Mind, spirit, okay? Emotional strength and health. Have all four of those pillars strong and be prepared to stand. Okay? I'm with you and I'm doing it. Okay? I'm standing and I'm saying wherever you need me, whenever you need me. I'm not trying to virtue signal. I'm just asking. Again, if Crunk Leg Lewis can do it, I'm not the nurse they want, but I'm the nurse that they got. You know what I mean? And you could be too, or the tech, or the lab technician, or the whatever you do in healthcare. Everything you're looking for is on the other side of fear. And you know, a year from now, 10 years from now, when people ask you, well, what did you do in that crazy pandemic we had back in 2020? You say, you know what? I did what I had to do. I did my job. And man, that's what we all got to hope for, right? That we stood, that we were strong, and that we got something done.